Thank you for choosing to participate in the Bone Stock Chaos Cars at Delaware Speedway. You have signed up for one of the most affordable ways to get into racing. To help you get ready for your first big event, we've put together a video that answers some of the most frequently asked questions and also provides some helpful tips. The first and best tip is to read your rulebook. Almost all questions can be answered with a short read of this book. It may be the most valuable 10 minutes you spend in your racing career. Know your rulebook. Before you arrive at the track, you may wish to complete your registration paperwork. This can be printed from the Speedway website. Registrations cannot be emailed as there are important liability waivers that must be signed. If you contact the Speedway office by phone or email, staff can verify the availability of your requested car number. Remember, cars should have their number clearly marked so that a child would be able to read them from the grandstand. Drivers are also encouraged to give their vehicle a prominent name, which can be displayed clearly on the vehicle as well. When you arrive at the track, you will pay your event entry at the back gate and sign a liability waiver. Note that this is not the same as your event registration, which is done yearly, although at some special events like the Pumpkin Smasher are slightly different. Select a pit spot and head to the building in the middle of the infield. This is called the Tech Garage. It is here that you will confirm your registration, receive your scoring transponder for the event, draw your random starting position, and take your vehicle through for technical and safety inspection. Drivers, note, you are responsible for ensuring that your safety equipment is up to the recommended specifications for participation. Simply because something passes through inspection unobserved does not mean it is certified. Specifications are listed in the official Bone Stock Vehicle Preparation Guide, which drivers are responsible to uphold. Remember, your vehicle should be completely stocked the way it would have run on the street, with the exception of safety equipment. Once you have been through technical inspection, there's a bit of a waiting game. To reduce costs and risks to vehicles, bone stocks do not receive a great deal of practice time. Typically, 5-minute shakedowns are provided. Your scoring transponder must be mounted on your vehicle during this time. After the shakedown is the driver's meeting. Here you will receive important information specific to the event. It is also your opportunity to ask any questions about the day's race. Following the driver's meeting, the lineup will be posted. Selected drivers who have run faster than 25.5 seconds in previous events may have received handicaps and start at the back of the event. Soon it will be time for your race. Remember, head to the starting grid early, typically at the start of the event immediately before yours. If you are not in position for gridding, you run the risk of losing your starting position. Here are some important things to know about your bone stock race. Remember that by entering this event, you know and acknowledge that should your vehicle be unable to continue the race, it will be left where it is on the racetrack. You also agree that you may find yourself racing with obstacle vehicles on the track. This is the character, the challenge, and the appeal of the division. A vehicle can only be removed from the track if it is leaking fuel. Drivers are reminded that they are welcome and invited to assist other drivers on the racetrack by pushing their car off the raceway or out of the way. If this is your first ever event, remember to take it easy on the first few laps. You will not become a bone stock champion on your first lap. Do not destroy your hard work moments into your first race. Remember, you are responsible for the actions of your crew both during and after the event. Further, remember that crew members are not allowed on the track at any time. Going near the racing surface or on the racing surface places your crew members in extreme danger. This point cannot be overstated. If at any time you wish to retire from the event, you may signal with a thumbs down or waving of the arms to the nearest official. The race will be stopped at that time, and you will be required to exit your vehicle, which will remain on the track. Remember, obstacle cars are part of the format and challenge of the Bone Stock Chaos Cars. If you do not signal that you wish to retire the race, but track staff trigger a red flag, you will have the option of remaining in your vehicle once track staff are satisfied with your position. Do not remove any safety equipment ever until an official has come to your window. You may drop your window net to signal that you are okay, but always keep your seatbelt and helmet on until instructed otherwise. This is especially important during a rollover. Should you find yourself in a rollover position, wait. You should remain in your car with your safety equipment on unless special circumstances require an emergency exit. Safety crew will provide you with instructions once they arrive at your car. This is entry-level fun racing. While contact with drivers will occur, excessively reckless driving will not. If in the official's judgment you have become reckless or are intentionally damaging other vehicles, you will be brought down pit road by a black flag and risk ejection from the event. Entering and exiting the track. The only acceptable entrance to the racetrack is pit road. Pit road can be accessed through the middle entrance. Entering the track through any other method will result in a one-lap penalty. To exit the racetrack during an event, the two regular entrances are the back straight or turn 4. Using the turn 1 entrance is permitted for emergencies to enter the infield. An emergency might include a loss of power, or being pushed to the infield by another car, or heavy smoke. Often there will be an official in turn 1 waving you in if this is the case. Red flag procedures. At times, it may be necessary to stop the competition with a red flag. Follow these instructions carefully as they allow the safety crew to respond quickly to incidents on the track that you may not yet be aware of. When the red flag is going to come out, the corner lights will flash yellow. This means stop immediately. If you are caught creeping after the red, you will receive a 2-lap penalty. When the race is set to resume, the corner lights will go dark. Wait for them to turn green before moving, or you risk a penalty. Be cautious in the laps following a red flag. The track conditions may have changed, and there may be obstacles on the track you are not yet aware of. Following the race. Once the race is over, the top 3 drivers should go to the start-finish line to celebrate their accomplishment. If you're fortunate enough to land here, have fun, get excited, do a burnout. You earned it. It's your victory, and landing on the podium in this tough series is a great honor. If you finish in the top 5, you must report to technical inspection following the event. If you are outside of the top 5, you should return to your pit, or, on days when it is permitted, head out the back gate and display on the spectator side of the facility and meet your fans. That's all there is to it. We appreciate your participation and support of entry-level racing through the Bone Stock Chaos cars. Have fun and enjoy your race.